harder than a metal road. Okay, and our boundary is about 150 feet away. When we started digging pits here, people walking there made fun of us, saying that let alone grass, weeds won't grow here, because this was completely dry, very hard, nothing was there. And I said, okay, we'll try. So this area is about quarter acre. So we dug 192 pits. We planted banana. Along with it, we planted tur dal, tomato, watermelon, cucumber, all of them at the same time. Cucumber and watermelon did not even sprout. Watermelon sprouted about a feet long creeper, nothing came. With tomato, we got about 300 kgs. The first to yield was about 300 kgs of tomato in quarter acre. If you look at it from a tomato yield standpoint, it's pathetic. You can get about 1000 kgs from this land.
Okay.
But our primary crop here was banana. Okay. So it was 300 kgs of tomato was a bonus. Next, we had put tur dal, right? Tur dal grew taller. Okay, and tomato, because it did not get any sunlight, they all died. But we didn't remove the plant. So they all died, decayed, and added organic content. Tur dal had come up. We got 50 kgs of dal. Okay, and tur dal, being a legume, added nitrogen into the soil. Okay, and when tur dal, when we harvested tur dal, we just let the plant die here itself. And by that time, banana had come up. Okay, because by that time the tomato had fallen, tomato leaves had fallen, tur dal leaves had fallen, we had started seeing some weeds also started growing because of the organic. We never tilled this land or removed the weeds completely. We just used to cut them and let the weeds be here itself. You can feel the sponginess now after 4 years. Okay. What happened was, once the bananas came up, the tur dal also died, right? Now, this banana plantation, we water it only once in 7 days during summer. But post June, we don't water it. Okay. Conventional farming method, even during rainy season, bananas get watered every day.
For better yield.
Better yield. Okay. Now the yield, everybody said because of the methods that we have followed, we will get very less yield. Our average yield for Elakki, this is the Elakki banana variety, is considered to be about 7.5 to 8 kgs. If you get in the first time, it's considered to be average. Our average yield here was about 9 to 9.5 kgs.
Wow.
With the effort that we had put, probably about 10 to 20% that of the conventional farming method. We have not added any fertilizer here, no pesticide. Okay, all that we have done is to put something cow dung slurry. That's it. We are done. Okay, and we did not do any weeding also. That's the first year. Then the second year, everybody said we have to remove all the side suckers and let only one banana stem grow, and only then the yield will be high.
So these small ones that come up on the side.
Yeah. So what everybody said was that we need to let only one of them grow, remove everything else, so then we will get a higher yield. But we didn't do any of those things. Partly because we did not have time. Second thing was because we felt one is the time, the other one was the energy also. And then people said we should never let any of these leaves, dry leaves to stay, they all need to be removed. What we realized later on was when we actually were in BR Hills visiting one of the tribal families, both Preeti and I, when we were there with them. So that person was saying, very amazing stuff that he had to say. Sir, this banana, we saw a banana plant in the forest. He said, yeah, they all grow very well in the forest. Then I asked him, how do you grow? He said, exactly like the way it grows in the forest. What do you mean? Sir, we don't remove any of these things. I said, why? Sir, who will go in the forest making it remove it? So whenever it falls off, it falls off. Whenever it has to fall off, it will fall off. So we don't do anything. That's how we grow it even in our farm. Okay. What about removing the side stuff? In the forest, will somebody go and prune it? They all grow wild and it will thrive, and so we don't do it. Then I asked him, what about, but I was told that the yield reduces. He said, yeah, it reduces. For the first year, if you are getting 8 kgs, if I let only one sucker grow, then I get 7.5 kgs the second year. But if I don't do that, it might become half. see, the yield reduces. But we had already been doing that. I just wanted to. Sir, I don't know about all those things. People from city are a lot more knowledgeable. But this I do a very simple math, sir. When I grow like this, about 5 of them grow at the same time. So in a year, I get 5 bunches of about 4 kgs. Okay, and I think 20 kgs is more than one 8 kg bunch that I get. So that's what we have been doing. Even now, we get about 4 to 5 kgs bunches, but every 3 months once we keep getting a bunch.
Awesome.
Instead of cleaning up everything and having only one and get one bunch of 8 kgs in a year.
And it acts like a protection, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now because of they're all in such a big bunch, very heavy winds that are there, I don't need to worry that they will fall off. And I don't need to spend time in terms of giving them artificial support. So essentially, as long as you follow the natural principles that they have been doing, I think it's good enough.
It's brilliant.
Otherwise, I would have spent so much of money just giving them support. And look at the time that I had to spend to make them look clean.
What about these areca nut trees?
I'll come to that. Before I'll finish off this with this, okay? The moment I start peeling off all these dry things, it will make the banana plants look very nice, right?
Look nice.
Look nice. The thing that we don't understand is the moment I start peeling off, let me just show you the easier one. Okay, you know what am I exposing here? Moisture. So it looks nice. I'm making the plant lose all its moisture.
Look at that.
Almost the water is coming out.
My God.
I'm forcing the plant to lose all its. Don't ensure that you don't touch your shirt.
Oh, because of that.
Yeah, it stains very badly.
This guy, right?
Yeah. So look at the moisture it has, and we want to remove it, and then artificially feed again the water. As long as I don't do any of this, make it look good. There's enough moisture that is retained by the plant that I don't need to keep it feeding.
No
it.
beauty pageant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Okay. So these are the things that we learned by accident. It's not like we knew, we had planned out and all those things. The second thing was, then we had a lot of shade now. Because of, 1 second, this is the black pepper plant.
Oops, sorry.
No, it's okay, nothing will happen.
I just stamped on it.
No, nothing will happen. So then we had a lot of shade, right? So how to maximize the shaded part of the thing? What are the things that need shade when it is growing? Okay, we said areca nut. So these are 2-year-old areca nuts. Okay, and people who said we won't be able to grow weed, we have been able to grow areca nut. Okay, and people think that it needs lots of water, lots of nutrition, and it can be grown only in the Western Ghats. Okay, and we have been able to grow. This will start yielding in about 1.5 years from now.
And these are very healthy looking.
Yeah, and a lot of people who have come from the Western Ghats, they don't believe that when I say that they're 2 years. They think that they're about 4-year-old. So the next thing that we said, what else can we do? So we have, because we have 192, we ended up getting about 96 alternate we went, and we got 96 areca nut. The next one that we said was, we'll plant coffee.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we have about 95 coffee plants. They are all 1.5 years old and they started yielding. Okay, cool. They'll all be ready to harvest, and this year we'll get enough coffee for about 2 to 3 months. Next year we will have enough to sell. Okay, and all that we have done is just planted the sapling.
And because these guys need shade to grow.
Shade to grow. Okay, then we said, how much more can we use the shade part of it? So we ended up planting vanilla. Come here.
These creepers. These creepers.
Are vanilla. These creepers are vanilla. And we didn't want to build any artificial shade, and this is the Glircidia.
Oh.
We just put a stem and it has grown, and we have used the same infrastructure without trying to put any.
As if you're telling me as if you are buying some rod and putting it. You're growing it actually.
Yeah.
So this one you trim it out so that it doesn't expand around, or does it automatically?
No, at some height we'll just cut it off, and then they'll start falling. So it's grown till here, right?
Right.
So that part is okay. Then we start bending it down so that it's reachable for us.
Got
It's
it.
not about, it can grow as long as it wants. So just let me know what the time is, okay?
Sure.
Because in my enthusiasm I can keep talking. So see, these are all the coffee that is there. So there are,
So what do you do with these beans? I mean, do
see,
you?
this has to turn red, and then it has to become black, and then you harvest it, dry it, then you need to remove the coat, and then the coffee bean is ready. Then you roast it and powder it.
And all this is local consumption.
Yeah, yeah. At least for the first 2 years, it will be for local consumption. See, after we harvest the banana, we just let the plant. See, people actually tend to see we need to remove it and all those things.
Right.
What happens is, what we ended up seeing was, within couple of weeks of harvesting the bunch from the banana plant, they themselves die. So we don't have to spend half an hour per plant to removing them.
Oh, yeah.
So they automatically die slowly, and that's about it. Done. So in the side we also have quite a few other fruit varieties. This is called water apple. So they'll all be ready in about 2 weeks.
They're
time.
just flowering now.
These are all fruit. Flowered is over.
And I see you grow chilies as well here.
Don't touch the chili. It's extremely. This is the second spiciest chili in the country. Okay, we grew only one, and these have all been propagated by the birds. They eat the chilies. The only reason I said was, you touch it and touch your skin, it burns actually.
Correct.
You
So
can
it's
use
next to
it's a
wasabi.
highly jolak bhutia or something is there, and after that, it's extremely spicy, very very fragrant, amazingly nice. My mouth has started watering. It tastes very nice. But what you can use, instead of 10 big chilies, you can use only one of them, and it's good.
What tree is it called?
It's called turbe. It's a endemic species of timber variety that has come up by itself.